Well, hello everybody again. Bitcoin today from Mallorca, for Mallorca, and the rest of the world. I'm just back from Germany. I was there for 3 days. I'm quite happy to be back on the island because there it was really cold. We had minus degrees. So let's check the webcam even off. All right, what we see here is beautiful weather, a little bit of wind, and well, still sailboats. Temperature is a bit down. It's, I think, something like 20 degrees or something. But, well, compared with Germany, it's very nice. Okie doke. So, before we actually look into the Bitcoin, like always, we start with the heat map. And this doesn't look too nice today. By the time when we do the video, it's mainly red. This morning it was green. But now it's turning to red, so it has to do with the jolts from yesterday and the fear of recession and all that type of thing. So yeah, that's what the S&P 500 at the moment looks like. We quickly check, like always, the rate hike expectations. It's not much change in the last couple of days. 52% believe that we reached the top with 4.75%. 47% believe we could see another 25 base points. All right, let's check the markets, the big markets in the world. It's also a little bit of red today. The DAX slightly minus, Dow Jones about even, Nasdaq about even, S&P about even. Nikkei last night went down by nearly 2%. Hong Kong slightly up. The dollar is a bit weaker against the euro with 1.9 or 1.10, something like. And well, gold and Bitcoin we will just check. Okay, let's also have a look in the fear and greed index. Well, we are stabilized now in the middle zone with 51%. That's not bad. The important thing is that the S&P 500, which is the market momentum, stays strongly over 4,000 points. That's a good sign. So the overall market is quite in a good situation. A lot of people in the market believe we don't see increase of interest rates, and maybe we see a little bit of recession. And so all in all, it's, as we can see, it's not positive and it's not negative. Okay, so let's check Bitcoin news like every day. And this is something really nice. Swiss state-owned bank PostFinance to offer Bitcoin trading. I very often talked about Switzerland, by the way, and said, well, Switzerland is a leading company when it comes to Bitcoin and crypto in general. And this is interesting because Postbank, we have a Postbank also in Germany. I cannot imagine that the Postbank in Germany would start Bitcoin trading, but the Swiss Postbank just started. So that's very bullish for the market. The adoption for Bitcoin goes on, definitely. Another important thing is Marathon Digital posts quarterly records of 2,195 Bitcoin mined in Q1. Well, you know, the mining industry, the big mining industry on a global base and also in the United States, we had a lot of problems to suffer with the low Bitcoin price. And but since the price went up from 15,000 up to nearly 28,000, which is 70%, because we have electricity costs and all that type of thing, they're in a much better situation now. And the hash rate, by the way, is still going on and up. Okay, let's check the market capitalization, the top 100. Go on our website. I say all the time, it's getting better every day. It's all interactive data, what we have here. And you see gold on 1, quite strong. We'll later see the actual gold price. Silver on 5. Bitcoin on 12, the 552 billion, very strong. Okay, time to check the Bitcoin price live on a 4-hourly base. Every candle is 4 hours. 28,593. And we are really going sidewise. Let's just quickly check the overall picture. This is 3 years since the halving. And well, this obviously was the bottom. Often I talked about it since when we went up 70%. And here it's very clear to see that we go sidewise. Hard for the Bitcoin to jump over the $30,000. Maybe it's going to happen. Downside potential is maybe 25. It's very open. It's very hard to say anything in the moment what will take place. It's a very neutral situation. Okay, so last thing before we go into the Bitcoin, we check the gold price. Gold last night went strongly up when we announced the jolts from the US, and we are strongly over $2,000 in the moment. It's 2024. Really good. This is the fourth time in history of gold that gold is over $2,000, and a lot of people believe this will be not the end. And I often said that there is a great similarity between Bitcoin and gold. A lot of people believe Bitcoin is digital gold, but interesting is to see that the last couple of months Bitcoin went up and the gold went up. Okay, before we come to the Bitcoin future, just a disclaimer, like always, I mean, we don't give you any financial advice. This is our personal opinion, what we are talking about. You have to make your own decision. We try to help you with data which we present to you. It should help you to make the right decisions. Go on other websites, go to other YouTube channels and check. The more information you can collect, the less it's likely that you make any mistake. Okay, so we come to the Bitcoin future. First of all, we look into Fear and Greed Index, which is better than the overall Fear and Greed Index, as we just saw from CNN. And we are on 62%. Yesterday, 62%. When we look at it on a timeline, for quite a while, we are over 50%. So that's quite good. Well, heat map, that looks nice. We just quickly check live. Yeah, it's all more or less green. It's not only BTC, it's all the major altcoins as well. That's quite nice. Okay, market capitalization, still about 47% of the total crypto market is Bitcoin. Total market is about 1.2 trillion, something like. And here, a very interesting Bitcoin spot to future volume. The market was driven by spot. It's now more driven by future. For this reason, we quickly will have a look into the future situation. This is live data. You see here all the big exchanges, the biggest in the world. It's 11. There are more than this. But the overall picture, when you look at it, is it's a bit more green than red, so people go more long and less short. Okay, this is new. We didn't have it up until now. This is Bitcoin liquidations. As I said, go on this website, check the website. It's all free of charge. Again, on our website, we don't sell products. You can't buy anything. You cannot trade on our website. You can't do anything. There's no financial interest at all. We just try to give you information free of charge. And this is another great thing here, because here you see on a daily basis the long and short liquidations. Just to explain liquidations, people bet on high prices or low prices, and they can get stopped out as the price moves into the other direction. And we can monitor this here. And you can see when you go back in March, you see there were a lot of short liquidations. So people were betting on falling prices, and the price went up, so they got kicked out. This is called short squeeze. The same thing you can see on the long side when it's a long squeeze. In the moment, this is very quiet. Okay, when you see the day today and the day yesterday and all the days, so in both sides there are not a lot of liquidations. Okay, this you all can check by yourself. Interesting is now to look what is Google saying about the search behavior. Well, we had a little bit of increase in the search behavior regarding the word Bitcoin. It's decreasing now. On countryside, there's not much change. One is El Salvador, Nigeria, Netherlands, Slovenia, Switzerland. And then on 6, Austria, Turkey, Germany on 8, Belgium and Cyprus. I said it very often, the price in the moment is driven by the European market and not so much by the US market or Far East market. Okay, now we come to the important thing, Bollinger Bands and MACD and RSI, which is really technical indicators, what could happen. The interesting thing, what you see here with the Bollinger Bands, they get very narrow now, and the candles are more or less on the blue line. This usually means that there is tension in the market, meaning the price can break out either to the upside or to the downside. There is tension. We see on the MACD underneath that we have a bearish cross from the controlling line, and you see the red bars here. So this is more or less a signal that it could be that we see a breakdown to the downside. On the other hand side, the RSI is still very high, 60%, real strength index. So we are still in not an overbought zone. Overbought zone starts with 70%, but still, yeah, it's a risky thing. Everybody has to decide by himself what to do, but there is tension, and a decision will come which way the price will go. We come now to our AI model on 48 hours. And this model is bullish. It says there could be an increase in the moment, but this is very short term. And the next thing is here, the cycle model. The cycle model says still that we are, according to this model, in an overbought market. And interesting, we'll see. Is the yellow box going to disappear, or will the yellow box stay? But we are still sort of overbought. Okay, you guys, so far from Bitcoin today, I hope it was valuable information. And I see you tomorrow if you like. Thanks and goodbye.